Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is going to be sort of a quickie slash sort of verdict review of Gravity. Because, well, I keep hearing so many people and reviewers and stuff going on about how awesome this movie is, and it's so great and everything, but I went out and read a synopsis for it, and it sounds really boring to me, so, you know what? I'm gonna break, and I'm gonna just go watch this stupid movie on my Xbox One, and see if it's any good or not. Roar! Gosh darn it, this movie is actually okay. Darn. I must admit, I was looking forward to beating on this movie, but I, in a way, can't do that. But at the same time, I can. I might do a more in-depth analysis of this movie at some point, but in short, I think this movie's not bad, but it's definitely not good either. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. That you could make the case that this is a really good example of visual storytelling and all that stuff, that sometimes you don't need fancy dialogue or backstory and characterization and all that stuff to tell a good story. And that's partially true, but it's also not true as well, and stuff like that. And there's definitely things to still beat on in this movie. I think the biggest one is simply that it goes from these moments of big exciting destruction and stuff to, okay, I'm bored. I want to move on to something else now. Definitely goes from exciting to bored very quickly and stuff like that, and that's definitely the major weakness of this movie. I mean, yes, I get that this shot probably took you a year to make, and yes, it's awesome, but can we move on now? I'm bored. I want to go on to something else now. Again, in defense of this, obviously this is a spectacle movie. This is what this movie was meant to be about. It's all about the visuals in this movie, and I have to say, yeah, if you had went out and seen this in the theater on a 40-foot screen, it probably made a massive difference, but I didn't. And I also knew the storyline, so, beforehand, so I knew what was about to happen before it happened. But even so, the emotions were flowing. I still like this movie. I still like it, but I dislike it at the same time. And that really frustrates me, because I was honestly looking forward to beating on this movie, because I honestly don't like these visual effects spectacle movies, because that's frankly just appears to be what the only thing that's out there, and what Hollywood thinks that we want, that if we put enough special effects and CGI stuff in front of the audience, that, oh, they'll just drool all over it and they'll be happy and everything, and I don't want that. That definitely is not true in my case. It takes more than fancy visual effects and stuff to impress me. But they still do manage to get the emotions flowing, and so it definitely succeeds. That's definitely the saving grace of this movie, but it's definitely not like the best movie ever, or oh my gosh, this thing's so incredible. No. It's not bad, but it's definitely not good either, and I think I'm just gonna leave it there for now. So that is the end of my brief review of Gravity. This is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.